Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a little thumbs up, baby. Let me know how or why in the comments. Your comments do be interesting, I'm not going to lie. Very mystical and magical sometimes, okay? It's a little freaky. Alright, I want to say thank you to you for being here, but to anyone who subscribes, who donates, who likes, who shares, who comments, anything, it's all appreciated. Thank you guys for all the love and the support. Okay, baby. And also, thank you to anyone who has booked a reading. If you wish to book a reading, my email's in the description box. I will not message you for a reading. Okay, beware of these scammers out here in these streets, okay? So as always, these are general messages. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Thousands of people could be watching, so, keep that in mind. We don't want these messages to take from you. As always, it's entertainment purposes. We have 4 pals today. We are talking about what makes you a catch. Why do people think you're a catch, okay? Both aspects. It's going to be like what actually genuinely makes you a catch, and then like what people deem to make you a catch, okay? It's going to be a mixture of both. So we have pile number 1, which is the Star Tarot, pile number 2, which is the Game of Thrones Tarot, pile number 3, which is the Moon and Stars Tarot, and pile number 4, which is the Dream Keepers Tarot. You can pick more than one pile if you feel called to. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the pile that you picked. Bye. What's going on, pile number 1? It's your girl Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you are new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a little thumbs up. Let me know how or why in the comments. I'm loving these comments, y'all. They be freaky, but they be dope too at the same time. So, if you want to book a reading, my email is in the description box. I will never message you for a reading, so please beware of scammers. And as always, thousands of people are watching, so just take what resonates. Not every message may be for you. It might just be for a specific person, okay? Don't let these messages take from you. We're going to get your current energy to see if this is your pile. If this doesn't resonate, you can watch another pile, watch another reading, just do whatever makes you happy, okay? I ain't going to tell you how to live, but I'm going to tell you how to live. You feel me? Okay, 111. You could be seeing 111 a lot. Let's get it. What is pile number 1? That's funny. Or 1111. Pile number 1. A wish could be coming true because I just heard make a wish. Pile number 1's current energy. Oh, looks like you're itching to cut somebody off, or you have already cut somebody off. Yep. Oh my god, we have 2 cards. Wow, that is so funny. Okay, so we have clear, cancel, and release, and then we have cut the cords, bro. Who did you cut off? All right, or maybe someone cut you off. Either way, take it as it resonates. But I do feel like you're just Wow. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like it was you guys though. So y'all are done with the negativity. You've been purging, releasing a lot, and also possibly clearing things out, canceling certain subscriptions you don't use anymore. There's something about you just decluttering and removing anything that you don't enjoy, anything that doesn't give you life, anything that is just irrelevant. You're like, why do I have this? I haven't used this in years. I feel like you guys are really going through everything that you have right now and just like, am I going to use this? If not, I'm going to throw it out or donate it. But this is in general, you know what I'm saying, in life, because you definitely are focusing on only allowing that which you love in regards to people, situations, and things. And you're receiving a lot of downloads in regards to your power. I feel like you're about to really step into your power and start taking action with so much intention and so much conviction that a lot is going to start flowing towards you, okay? We was talking about that 1111 energy, that make-a-wish energy. And the 111 is about thinking positive to make sure that you attract what it is that you want. Because, when you start to think negative, you're attracting that negativity. But if you start thinking positive, right, despite your current circumstances, your life will flip towards a more positive life. It'll feel like magic, baby, but it's just your intention, because you are a magical being and everything that you intend is magic. That's why setting the intentions with the full moon and the new moon. It's funny, the new moon is actually tomorrow, so maybe this could be relevant. I mean, I'm posting this after the new moon, so this could be your sign that what you have intended to manifest in this new moon on March 24th. March 24th. What? March 24th could be relevant. That's also when the full moon starts. Okay, very interesting. There's something about the moon cycles coming through, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter when you watch this. If there's a new moon, like when you're watching this, or if you have experienced a new moon, whatever you intended in that new moon shall be coming within the next moon cycle. So I'm not sure, maybe this is your sign to use the next new moon to manifest this, or what you have already intended is going to be coming towards you. Either way, you are extremely wise and extremely intelligent. It's a time for you to continue to cut off whatever is blocking you, continue to cut off all the negativity, continue to focus on the things that really do light you up, building up your confidence and prioritizing your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health right now, and trying to stay grounded, because these downloads, they're going to make you feel a little loopy, feel a little you know what I'm saying? So try to stay leveled and try to stay focused on what's presently around you while you're getting so much information. Okay, do trust your intuition though. You're very intuitive, very psychic. 444, your guides and angels are heavily protecting you and guiding you. And when have you been wrong? I feel like the fire for your life is coming in, and you're about to be like the phoenix. It's going to be like a whole new person within the next few months. Okay, you're, not it's, you, it, you, me, you, who, it, you. Nah, but you guys are going to be a whole different person within the next month, whenever it is that you're watching from this, and it's going to feel like day and night, because you've been kind of like doing the same thing over and over again, and that's about to flip, and you're just gonna be kind of shocked. So if that resonates at all, congratulations, baby. You about to really get some fun shit coming into your life. Let's get into your oracles. All right, pile number 1. So we have ego death, we have queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. Okay, coming up in the spotlight, I don't know. Anyway, you're stepping into a come up, but I feel like you're always coming up. Okay, you're always leveling up, and people really do feel like you are king, queen, regal energy, and that's what makes you a catch, and that is why you are a catch. Okay, that's why people think you're a catch, but it's both. Either way, it's gonna be both as I talk about this. I don't want to confuse anybody. Okay, we have number 6, Hecate's Path, and it says cycle of life, night magic, I almost said nightmare, crossroads, letting go. Very interesting with that letting go. Double 6 energy, you could be seeing 666, balance, harmony. Okay, we ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, the other that people deem it to be. It's really not that. But anyway, notice the wording. Shower of blessings, open yourself up to receive, pay it forward. Okay, what makes you a catch? Why do people feel like you're a catch? You are striking when it comes to your appearance. Okay, it's giving fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio energy, Libra, and Taurus. Obviously those don't have to be your signs. We also have Pisces and Cancer coming through as well. There's something about like your energy, like, and your looks, mainly your looks, because you walk in and you look like you're important. You walk like you're important. You talk like you're important. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of confidence, a lot of charisma. You're not afraid to be a big energy, and you don't really care for other people's judgments. And that's what makes you a catch. You know, you are also very good with cycling through life. People feel like it's not hard for you to let go of things. You leap into newness without really fearing loss. Like, you're okay with taking the road less traveled. You're okay with taking a pause to make sure that you really want to do this, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys, you're not going to just jump in, but once you know what it is that you want, that's when you full force, okay? You're strategic, but also some of you guys are a little chaotic though, I'm not gonna lie. But that is also probably another reason why you're a catch, is because you're exciting, okay? Look at this energy. It's like, wow, bam, in your face, you know what I'm saying? And that's why you're a catch, because you don't give a fuck. And I mean that in the best way, because you do give a fuck, because you're very generous with this shower of blessings, and you also receive a lot of blessings. You're also you're blossoming. You take care of your hygiene, I'm hearing. You know, you do the regular stuff, but I think you guys go above and beyond too. You may have like routines in regards to face masks and other things like that. Also, maybe you work out and stuff. You prioritize your health and your smell, okay? Maybe you have really good perfume, body wash, shampoo, hair products, and stuff like that. A lot of you guys, you may do makeup, or you may line yourself up, like, you know, do your own it's like you have your own self-love, self-care routine, and you do your own maintenance. Some of you guys, you know, you go to get your hair cut and stuff, and you go to get facials and stuff like that. But either way, there's some type of maintenance program that keeps you tip-top, okay? It's like you're a car, and you go in and you take care of yourself, and that's why you last long. You don't break down under 100,000 miles, okay? You can go to 250,000 miles. Why? I don't know. Some of you guys are mentioning cars. Maybe it's the way you drive your car. It could be like the positioning of your hand. It could be the way that you just know how to drive. You guys could be professional drivers, okay? You don't have to be, but like I do. It's giving like you can drive fast. You got handles, and you know when you drive, it's like you just look like a pro. You look like you're a race car driver, and maybe you have a really nice car, and that could also be why people think you're a catch. They look at you and they're like, oh my god, look at this car. Look at that car. I heard motorcycle in my head too. Maybe someone has a motorcycle. And that could also be a reason, you know, bike life, okay? We love a motorcycle. Yeah, you guys walk fast, you talk fast, and that's why, like, you're always on the move. You're very confident, and you're sexy. With this Queen rising, again, it's giving Queen of Wands energy with this red hair. I know that Queen of Wands doesn't have to have red hair, but it's just like, I'm thinking Queen of Wands, and, you know, and you're in the spotlight. You're not afraid to have people staring at you. You probably get a lot of people staring at you, and that could be another reason why people feel like you're a catch, is because you get a lot of attention. So they feel that if I'm with you, I'm gonna get attention, or people are gonna know, like, I bagged that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you have this striking energy that really does get you a lot of attention. So people feel like, yeah, if I bagged pile 1, I'm a catch 2 by default. Oh my god, that's so funny. You're also very generous again with this like ability to manifest very easily, and you share your blessings with others. I feel like you guys are very lucky, you're very happy, you're very joyful, and you're kind. Okay, the thing about you guys is like you treat people with respect and kindness, and you don't go out here just because you're, again, in this queen energy, just because you look good. You're not like somebody who's acts very stuck up or snobby, and you don't act like your shit don't stink. You're very humble despite how amazing you truly are. But yeah, you're not afraid to like knock shit down, move on, and you break down people's egos, which is why like you set people straight, you put people in their place. You could have a very vulgar mouth. Some people like it the way you cuss people out, or you're always cussing or something like that. Maybe you just have a vicious mouth and you just tell it like it is. You're extremely blunt and honest. I know we don't have the Queen of Swords here, but it's giving that. Okay, very, because the ego death is the Tower, and it's Mars energy. Okay, again, then we have this physical fitness. You could definitely be into fitness, or maybe you do boxing or some type of sport for some of you, and that's why you're a catch as well. But I feel like you're always on the move, you always have energy, and you're always ready to go, literally and figuratively. Like, you'll beat somebody up, but you're also ready to go. Like, let's go to a party, let's go do this. Like, you're the person who's like, yes, let's do this. Like, I'm down. You try new things, and you're very adventurous, and that's why you're a catch. Wow. All right, let's get into your tarot. Alright, pile number 1, we have the Death card, the 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, 5 of Swords, with the 10 of Cups on the side. Not the 10 of Cups on the side. Oh, wait, well, there's a song that has to, with a soda, chicken noodle soup, what the fuck? I think you guys are quirky and silly too, and that's what makes you a catch, is like you're always making people laugh, and you have random facts. You're just one of those people who are just random as fuck. You probably do random movements, make random noises, and you probably have 17,000 different types of laughs, and people just laugh at your laughs, and you're just funny without trying to be funny. Like, the things you say and do are out of pocket because you're very authentic and you don't give a fuck, like I said earlier. And then we have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You see all this fast-moving energy with this Knight of Swords and this 8 of Wands? I do feel like the thing about you guys is, like, again, the reason you have standards. You have high standards. You don't take nobody's bullshit. You don't care who it is that is causing you pain. You'll end it. You don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your lover, your best friend that you've known for 20 years. It's like, if you're being mean, if you're being disrespectful, if you're habitually stabbing me in the back, causing me pain, and thinking just because you're family or a close friend or something like that, that I'm gonna keep you in my life, get the fuck out of here. Bye. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune popping up too. Yeah. What makes you a catch is that everybody who comes into your life gets blessed. And once they betray you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Karma. Instant karma with y'all. What makes you a catch is that your dark, dingy, painful past has not tainted your soul. You are still a happy person who still is going to create a happy family, whether it's like you actually have kids of your own, or just you want you and your pets or your plants, or just you by yourself. You're just focused on your happiness, okay? We have a lot about happiness and celebrating. You're celebrating life in your own way. What makes you a catch is you go to the beat of your own drum. You're trying to live life by your own means, and you're not a sheep. You're not trying to follow the crowd, and you continue to rebirth yourself. We have the phoenix here, so again, it's like no matter how many times you get stabbed, you'll take that, patch that up, and transform. You will learn, and you will still keep your heart open, even though people are trying to cause you pain, even though you've been through so much, even though sometimes you get stressed and overwhelmed and anxious. Some of you guys have anxiety and you still function and you still overcome it. You guys have, like, maybe your mental is always on the run, okay? Maybe you overthink. Maybe you have certain things. Maybe you have insecurities, but you always continue to move forward, and you continue to be happy, and you learn to love yourself. You have learned to love yourself despite things you cannot change, despite your shortcomings, and that's what makes you a catch, is like you never give up on yourself. You don't allow certain things to block you from going forward. You don't allow your darkness to take away from the light that you have. You accept your darkness. You balance both. You understand that you're unique. You understand that you're intelligent. You understand that you're beautiful or handsome. And you also understand that sometimes you get a little anxious, okay? You also understand sometimes you overthink things. You understand that sometimes maybe before you used to take things that you shouldn't have taken, or maybe you used to want to give to people who you shouldn't have given, but now you've learned, and that's what makes you a catch, is that you no longer take bullshit, and you're a prime example of somebody who loves themselves and has high standards, but is still humble and is still kind and is not snobby. I can't accentuate this enough, okay? A lot of you guys have been betrayed. And you know what makes you a catch too is like you don't even talk badly about these people who have hurt you. Maybe some of you do, but I feel like a majority of you just kind of let it go. You're like, I'm not going to give my energy to that shit. That's stale, stuck, stagnant energy that has nothing to do with me. I'm building my happiness. I'm building a life for myself, and I'm focusing this big emphasis on like you guys are just trying to gather your thoughts and heal your emotions, and you just want to be happy. And that's what makes you a catch, is like you want to be happy, and you're not all here trying to step on other people's backs to make yourself happy. You're not out here being shysty. You're not out here trying to, it's like, you're not out here being mean to people to make yourself feel better. You're not trying to torment people to make yourself feel better. And you know what's crazy is like, people try to validate like, oh yeah, I had a tough, hurt people. And I get it, hurt people. But also it's like, no. What you need to do is transmute that energy. We don't keep these cycles going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you did. You decided to not continue the streak of abuse. And maybe this took a little while, because I do think that you guys were giving to the wrong people, or maybe you were mean before. And it's like now you don't spew hate. You've healed a lot. You've healed a lot, and you're a healing soul, and that's what makes you a catch, is you're very peaceful and patient and kind and generous to a certain extent, because you will not allow people to overstep your boundaries, and you will not allow people to just be mean. You're like, okay, you can go. Like, I'll walk away real quick, okay? And you also clap back to the mean people, while still being happy. It's like maybe before you used to let shit slide, and what makes you a catch is like you have a backbone, but also you're still kind. Like, you'll speak your truth respectfully when you could easily just cuss these mothers out or beat the shit out of them. You know what I'm saying? or tit for tat kind of vibes. You're done with that. You know that you can get instant karma and you're over that shit. You're also extremely magical, and that's what makes you a catch. Like, you are, a lot of people are stressed because they would love a relationship with you, and because you have a lot of people obsessed or stalking you, or like, you get a lot of compliments and stuff. People deem you as a catch because you get, like, a lot of people want you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you also have a nice accent or a nice voice. You have a beautiful voice, or like a deep. There's something very sexy about your voice that people really enjoy. Okay. And you're also super creative too, and that's what makes you a catch. It's like, you keep life exciting, you keep life fun. You are down to travel, but also you're down to stay at home. It's like you're a perfect blend. You're a blend of, homebody, and I'm down for adventure, and sometimes I want to cook, and then I want to go out to eat. And it's like your music taste too makes you a catch, because you have a vast music taste, and I feel like you put a lot of people on to music, or you just have really good taste in music. That's what we're gonna call it, pal number one. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's going on, pile number two? It's your girl Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how or why in the comments, okay, baby? Your confirmations, they be eerie, but they be really accurate. Okay, that made no sense. Anyway, I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone. First of all, thank you for being here. And thank you to anyone who likes, shares, subscribes, donates. I appreciate all the love and the support. If you want to book a reading, my email's in the description box. Okay, baby. But I'll never message you for a reading. Keep in mind, there are thousands of people watching. So if every message doesn't resonate, don't let it take from you, okay? Not every message. This is a general reading, guys, okay? We're gonna get your current energy, but it is my intention that it feels like a personal. But if it doesn't, what are you gonna do, baby? What are you gonna do, okay? You can watch another pile if this doesn't resonate. You can watch another reading, watch another reader. Just do what makes you happy. Okay, cool, we cool. All right, pile two's current energy. Yeah, that's all what we're like. Nah, chill. Now 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the deck. Wow, we have trust the universe and surrender. You are in a period of it is what it is, baby. You have transformed, and you are finally releasing, okay? You're allowing the things that you can't change to be that, and you're taking action towards, it's like, instead of worrying about whatever you can't control or getting aggravated about certain situations that you can't change, maybe you had a habit of doing that, or worrying about things that are not in your present reality. You're just taking action. It's like, you're just taking action towards what makes you happy, towards the things that you can actually manifest, towards the things that will help you longevity wise. It's like your future self is communicating to you right now, and you're listening to it. You're like, okay, in reality, this is gonna help me, like me eating healthier, or me investing in this, me creating this, me doing this. It's like, you're not complaining anymore. Okay, you're not a victim anymore. You are really just trusting in the divine, and you're saying, like, I know everything's gonna work out. Even if I don't feel like it is right now, I trust the universe, I trust in God, and I know that everything is going to be the way that it's meant to be. And if it's not meant to be, then it will not be. So it's like, you're really just like, if things are falling away, if people are falling away, if you lost a job or something like that, your car, anything like that, you're just like, because you were spiraling probably, okay, because there's a lot of spirals over here. So some of you guys, you was going through it because of a situation. You were in your feelings, and then you hit, I guess, like a breakthrough or breaking point where you were just like, it's okay. You had to go through that spiral because you needed to feel those feelings, and you let it go. And that's exactly what the universe wants. They want you to feel those feelings because you can't suppress them or repress them and hold on to them, because then you're just keeping that negative 333 energy within you. You're also very connected, very divinely protected. And this was like a level that you pass. I'm hearing you pass the test because it's yes energy. Like your angels are jumping for joy, and soon you will be as well, because you trusted, because you surrendered, because you're taking action towards your goals and dreams, and taking action towards what your intuition has been telling you to do. Your intuition has been pointing you in a direction and has been telling you to get out of this box that you have created. You may have created like some type of self-imposed comfort zone, and it's like you're stepping out of that. You're doing things daily to change, okay? You're also focusing on your peace. You're trying to get peace of mind, and you're just trying to raise your vibration, or maybe you've been cleansing and clearing your energy more. You're just doing things that you're just healing. You're trying to heal. You're trying to live a better life, and you just want to be happy. You just want to free flow. You just want to, feel fulfilled. You don't want to feel shitty, okay? And I'm not saying that you had certain points when life was extremely shitty, but you always made it through, and that's why you're accepting, like, yeah, I know things will get better, because they always do. And I think that because of this, it's like you're not gonna have a super tower moment. It's like, yeah, you have mini tower moments going forward from this point on, but you're not gonna have like my whole life falls apart anymore, okay? my whole life falls apart. Yeah, so if that resonates at all, let's get into your oracles. All right, pile 2. So we have crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset. We have sorcery. We have revolution. We have Bayan blessing, security, the hermit, expansion, stability. And then we have cosmic emerald, create perfect health, access, divine abundance. We have 3 and 4 energy. Plus 111. Wow, okie dokie. You guys could be very emotional, very expressive, right? If you're mad or upset, you're honest about it. You will speak your truth. If something is pissing you off, you will revolt. I think you guys are extremely, like, you'll yell. You're the person who, if something's not right, if someone's being mistreated, you'll stand up for them. You'll clap back. And sometimes you may cry. You may get super emotional. You may cry in general, or, it's just like you're not, how do I say this? You're not soulless. You're not, numb. You have feelings. Also, this is weird, I know, but some people find the fact that people cry over you, that people are still like hurt and upset over you, people are still stuck on you, they find that attractive. They're like, I know Pal 2 must have been good if you still got people crying over you from 10 years ago. Crazy. Interesting. Okay, you're very magical as well. Some of you guys, there's an inhaler, okay? So maybe someone has an inhaler and people like find that attractive. That's very interesting. Some of you guys, you take people's breath away, and that's why you're a catch. It's like there's something about you. You're just, they're flabbergasted. They just see you. You may like get people nervous, and that's another thing that makes you a catch. Is like people just see how people respond and react to you. Now I'm seeing Michael Jackson when he was at a concert, and there was like people in the stands just crying over him, like like screaming and shit. You may have fans, Pal 2. And I think that a lot of people know that you have fans, and that's what makes you a catch. They're like, yeah, this person got fans, so if I get Pal 2, that shit. It's like me, dating a celebrity. Sorry, I gotta adjust real quick, okay? Yeah, you're an adjustment, because the thing about you guys is like, you're very expressive, but you're also very grounded, down to earth, very connected. You love nature. You are abundant in some way, shape, or form, or stable at least. You have money in some way, and people do find that very attractive, and that's what makes you a catch, is that you are stable, that you're a hermit. You're not out here in these streets, okay? You're not for the streets. You could be a homebody, and people feel secure and safe around you as well, and that's what makes you a catch. You could definitely be the type who likes nature, or who likes the little things. The little things make you happy. You're a simple person. I'm not saying that you're simple-minded. I'm just saying that, like, you don't need a lot. But you're abundant still, and you may like flashy and nice things, but it's like, you just like what you like, but you're not out here, like, trying to impress anybody. 333. And that's also what makes you attractive, is like, you don't do it for the gram, you do it for yourself. If you want to wear something nice, or if you want to dress up and look cute and stuff, you're not trying to do it because you want attention. Again, like, you could get attention, you definitely do get attention. You got people over here crying and sad over you. Like, you definitely got attention. But you're not trying to purposely hurt people. It's just that, you know, you kind of choose yourself, okay? Also, you take care of your health in some way, shape, or form. And you may have a health routine, whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, okay? There's something. You don't have to be the super healthiest person, though, because we have an inhaler here. So there could be something that, like, you know, but you try. You try your best, let's just say that. And that's what makes you a catch, is like, you try. You do what you can, and you are healthy compared to, you know, there's people who have it worse, you know? Sorry. But, you know, you try your best, okay? And your money is very healthy. Let's just say that you have built yourself a foundation, or you have a good paying job, or you just always have what you need. You always make money, or people give you money. I don't know what this is. You have a growth mindset, and you're always trying to be better. The thing about you guys is, like, you're not a victim. If you fuck up, you say it. Like, you'll be like, yeah, that was my bad. You admit when you're wrong, okay? And that's what makes you attractive, is like, you're not gonna lie. You're very honest. And if you fucked up, you fucked up. You're like, yeah, that was my bad, yo. Again, I was just talking about growth, and then we have expansion. You are a blessing, and when people come into your life, they expand, they grow, they become better, they become more motivated, they become more blessed and more confident. And you help people to get their wishes fulfilled by helping them to fight their fears. You help people to get over whatever limiting beliefs they have. You're like a hype man or hype woman for some people, and that's what makes you a catch, is like, you're on their side, you're on their team. It's no competition, no shade. You're a real friend. You're a real person who is supportive. There's big emphasis on, like, you being a real good friend is what makes you a catch. Because, you know, you're just a real one. You're real as fuck. The realest, baby. Okay. You're very spiritually connected as well. You could be extremely psychic with all these moons over here, and you also see things clearly. You see through the bullshit, and you call people out on their bullshit. Again, with this revolution, you ain't scared to revolt against people. You're not scared. Like, you'll talk to the biggest, meanest person, okay? It's like when prison, like, I'm gonna go punch the fucking meanest, biggest looking motherfucker so everybody knows I'm not playing around and shit like that. That's like you. You'd be like, nah, I gotta do this for survival. You know how to survive, okay? I'm not saying that you're in survival mode. Maybe you were in survival mode, but you know how to survive. You're very aware, and you're a protector, okay? You're a rider for the people that you love, and you'll do anything. And you will not, if somebody that you know is hurt or crying, you're fucking somebody up. And then you're gonna treat this person to a gift, or you're gonna provide something, some type of support. You know what I'm saying? Wow, you're a real one, for real, for real. All right, let's get into your tarot. All right, pile 2. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Spears, the Sun, the Ace of Spears, the Knight of Spears, the Star, the Four of Spears, Two of Cups, and the 10 of Coins. You could be a fire sign, heavy Leo energy, and we also have water signs, which I was getting with that cry energy too, like, or you have, like, you know, fire and, like, you know, air and water in your chart in some way, maybe in your big 3. I don't know why that's coming through, whatever. Okay, so you're emotional and you are hot, okay? Pile number 2, you're hot, you're sexy, you know it, and you are also stoic, so you don't, like, show your emotions. You could have a RBF, so people never know what you're thinking, but they know that you're thinking. Like, it's weird. They wonder what's going on in your head. 111. You could be in a relationship, and that's what also makes you a catch. I know that it's weird, but it's one of those phenomenons, because I saw a video of it. It was like this guy, he was like, all right, it's official, we're dating, and then all of a sudden this girl comes up and she's like, do you remember me from high school? And then all his, like, exes and random girls start chasing him and the girl down the street, and it's like, why does this happen? Whenever anyone gets into a relationship, it's like, that's when everybody wants them. And that's what makes you a catch. It's like you could be in a relationship, or you've had some type of significant relationship. If you're married, oh my god, this is crazy. Jesus. But yeah, you could, that's why people are like, oh yeah, like that, they're a catch, you know, they're already taken. So like obviously they have to be a catch. Whatever. Weird. Anyway, again, we have this abundance coming through with the 10 of coins. You definitely are either on your way to financial freedom, or just people know that you're going to be abundant. You have this star power to you. You're very confident, unique, charismatic. It's giving celebrity energy with this sun and this star and this Queen of Spears. But also it's like the way you dress makes you a catch. You're stylish, but you're not. It's like you could be bougie, but I don't think that you're like very materialistic. It's, again, it's like you like nice things, and you also have high boundaries. Okay, you're going after your wishes fulfilled. You do have this healing energy. You help others to heal. You're very kind and compassionate with this star energy as well. You're like everyone's dream guy or girl. It's like you're confident, you're charismatic, you're passionate, you're sexy, you're probably good in the bed. People assume that you're good in the bed, and that's what makes you a catch. It's like people know that if they got you in the bed, it would be a good time for them, okay? Very interesting. But it's also like you're equal when it comes to partnerships or friendships. It's like you're very supportive regardless of the connection. You, if someone is in your life and you know you love them unconditionally, you will help them, you will support them, you'll ride for them, you'll go to battle for them, okay? You'll put them on a pedestal, and you know, you'll gas them up. You gas people up, even strangers. I feel like you be giving people compliments. Like you're the type of person who will do random acts of kindness, and that's what makes you a catch. 333 is you're always out here trying to, it's like you're doing God's work, okay? You're this bright, shining light, and you're very much in your power. You're very, very fiery, very, like we have a dragon here, this dragon energy, and you're not afraid to stand up against those, okay? You're not afraid to defend people, and you're not afraid to also go into your mind palace and question like why you're getting triggered. I think you're very, very mature. You could be extremely mature and very emotionally intelligent, and you're down to party too. It's like you have boundaries, but you know, you need your time to recharge. But it's also like when you're out to party, it's a party. Like you know how to party. You're the life of the party. Everyone loves to talk to you. Everyone enjoys your energy. You get a lot of attention as well. And your body. You're a catch because you have a nice body in some way, shape, or form, okay? It doesn't matter if you don't like your body, but a lot of people like your body, okay? You could be thickums. You could have a nice chest area or a nice back, okay? You also have really nice hair. Okay, for my males and my females, if you don't have hair, you know, don't take that. That's not for you if you're bald, okay? I mean, maybe people like your bald head. You know, I love a good bald head. I'll rub a bald head okay, let me stop. I'll rub your bald head right now. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, okay, that escalated quickly. What else? Anything else? I don't know, maybe you have a nice beard or mustache for my males. And that is also what makes you a catch. It's like there's something like, I don't know, you guys are aesthetically pleasing. Like you look really good. There's something extremely, extremely attractive about you. Maybe it has to do with your Venus sign. And I don't know, there's just this magical essence to you. A lot of people will do anything for you, and that's also another reason why you're a catch. Is like people bend to your whim, fall at your feet, worship you. A lot of people talk about you, and that's what makes you a catch too. Again, is like you get a lot of attention, and people really love you, and people feel like you're a genuine, kind, caring person. You could also have a business of your own. You could be an entrepreneur, or you could be in a position of power or something like that, even an influencer, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like you're going the road less traveled. Again, you're unique, and you're not trying to be like anybody else. You stand firm in yourself. You have a truly authentic presence, and that is your power. Your authenticity is your power. You're not afraid to just be you. You're not afraid to be judged, and you're not afraid to fight back, and you're not afraid to tell people like, no, that's not okay with me. I don't want to do that. Or you shouldn't treat people like that. You know what I'm saying? You put people in their place as well. Anything else? you're family oriented. You care for your family, you love your family. You could have a really nice home too, and that's what makes you a catch, is like people love your home. You could be very cleanly, okay? You may take care of your home. Your home could be aesthetically pleasing. You could have really nice things in your home as well. And I do feel like you're the type of person who like does that like reset on a Sunday, and you know, like I'm seeing like a TikTok where like people are like cleaning their whole house and stuff on Sunday, and you could do that. You could be that type of person who will clean your whole house and stuff, or you're cleaning a lot, and you know, you have no problem cleaning, male or female. It's like you take care of what needs to be taken care of. You're very cleanly, you're very stable, and you're responsible, and that's what makes you a catch. But yeah, that's what we're gonna call it, pile number 2. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Nope. Bye. What up, pile number 3? It's your girl Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you are indeed new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, you know, give me a little thumbs up, baby, and comment. Let me know how or why. Okay. Whew. If you would like to book a reading, my email is in the description box, but I will never message you for a reading, so please beware of scammers. We're going to get your current energy to see if this is your pile. As always, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Thousands of people are watching, so not every message may be for you, okay? If it doesn't resonate, don't let it take from you, okay? Pick another pile, watch another reading. Just do whatever makes you happy, boo. Okay. So, what is pile number 3's current energy? That's too much. We're gonna keep that one right there. Interesting. Some of you guys, not all of you, but some of you guys, you went through some type of argument with either a partner or a friend. Okay, or maybe somebody, you were just mad at somebody, or someone was mad at you. There's something about that for some of you. Okay, but I do feel like that is coming to a resolution. Whether it's like you're letting it go, you're focusing on yourself, you're forgiving them, or they're forgiving you. There's emphasis on just focusing on peace and harmony, and just trying to stay present and grounded right now. Trying to build your stability, trying to tap into that forgiveness and releasing resentment, okay? I do feel like you very much cherish friendships, okay? You cherish your relationships. What do we get? The 9 of Cups. Yeah, some of you guys, if you're not in a relationship, or you don't have the friend group that you want, maybe some of you guys have suffered lackluster relationships or have had toxic relationships, you're stepping into a new phase and your relationships are going to change. Either the current ones are going to be more fulfilling and they're going to change in a way that is good, or you're going to be taking a step back from certain people, and that's going to make room for you to meet people who actually align with you, people who are actually on your vibe, people who actually choose harmony over anger, people who allow you to live the way that you want to live, no judgment, you know, they love you unconditionally, but they will tell you about yourself if you need it, you know what I'm saying, and they'll accept it if you give it back. They're very understanding, and I think you're manifesting a mirror, someone who's very different than you, but you guys mirror the same energies. It could be more than one person, but I do feel like this is going to be a grounded, stable, loving, caring, and compassionate, and harmonious, and peaceful connection or connections. Like, these friendships or union, whatever this is, depending on it, I think it's going to be a very psychically charged, psychically connected energy. You're going to feel extremely divine. You're going to see a lot of synchronicities. A lot of things are going to be happening that could be feeling mystical and magical every time you're with this person, and yet you're going to be very present, peaceful, and grounded. It's like, this is a type of connection that you guys are just not on your phone. You're going to be talking. You don't even need music if you're on a car ride. It's like you guys will just be talking and time will just fly. This is the type of connection or friendships or relationship that's going to be like, oh shit, it's already been 3 hours and it feels like 2 minutes. Like, time is going to fly. Time is going to seem unreal. It's just going to be an extremely magical, safe, connection. You're gonna feel like a safe space, and this person or these people are gonna make you feel safe. I don't think you've really had genuine connections like that. Maybe a couple, but I do feel like a lot of you guys have been betrayed in the love department, or in the friendship department, or just in relationships and connections in general. But now it's like you're finally getting that you are worthy of this, and this is something that, you know, you had to process a lot of pain and process a lot of things and let go of a lot of things in order for this to come in, and it's finally coming in because you have aligned with this. And whatever this is, there's going to be a lot of love, a lot of joy, and a lot of laughter. And I do feel like you guys are going to have your similarities, but you're also going to be teaching each other a lot of things. And there's a lot of emphasis on creativity. You guys could, you know, do a lot of creative ventures, or go on a lot of adventures. Maybe you're going to travel with this person, explore with this person, try new things with this person, cook meals together with these people or this person, you know, have events, make things that become annual. Okay, it's like building a community, you know. This is like soul tribe, soulmate vibes. So if that resonates at all, this is going to be beautiful. Expect amazing things from this. Let's get into your oracles. All right, pile number 3, we have uninterested, we have essence, we have burning man, collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of cups, celebration, law of grace, be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. Okay. Yeah, you, again, there's this emphasis. Hold up, what is that? I'm not sure what that is. Is that like a car, like brake light or something? I don't know. Kind of looks like that. You are very nonchalant, okay? People who like crave attention and are pick-me's, you trigger them, and that's what like draws them even more to you. Like attractive people, you won't bat an eye. Like you'll look and you'll be like, okay, that's nice. But you're very more towards substance, okay? Looks is just like one of the few things that you do desire in a connection, you know, but like I do feel like it's way more than just that. And I feel like the fact that people, you know, who are very attractive don't get your attention, or like you don't drop to your knees and like start begging for, like, you just act uninterested. You're very nonchalant and you're not thirsty, and that's what makes you a catch. It's like you're not out here chasing people, you're not out here being a pick-me, you are actually the catch. Okay, your ethnicity could also be what makes you a catch. You could have a rare ethnicity. You could also be very culturally, not culturally ambiguous. That's not what I was gonna say, but I guess that came up. But also, what makes you a catch is that you're very connected to or proud of your culture, okay? You could be extremely connected to your family, your roots, and all of that. You know about your lineage, you know about your culture, you could speak the language that your culture speaks. You're the type of person who is keeping that alive in your family. You're going to teach your kids, etc., etc. You know, family's very important. And your energy, your essence, you're very balanced, and that's also a reason why your catch is like you take action, but also you allow yourself to receive. You have this beautiful, beautiful, healing, magical, and magnificent energy. You're also extremely, extremely psychic. You're also connected to the ocean in some way, so it's giving siren energy. You could be a water sign, but you don't have to. But you're very much a siren. You could have really beautiful piercing eyes, and that's what makes you a catch. Your skin is glowing. You could have beautiful skin, even if you have certain like blemishes and stuff. You know, people like freckles, you know, so there's something about like you have birthmarks too, and that's also what makes you a catch. It's like the thing about you guys is like you look tough. You look like you could have come through like the hard times, or like, you know, you've experienced some things. Some of y'all may have scars and stuff like that. You look like you could be a thug. Some people are very drawn to those kind of like bad boy, bad girl types, okay? And I'm not saying that you are that, but I'm saying that like there's something about like you look like that. You look like you could handle the streets. You look like you could have been in a fight, or like you know what I'm saying? Like you could have what are your gang life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Very interesting. We have 5 energy. You're quick to change, okay? You could be multidimensional, multifaceted, okay? You know a lot of things, and that is also another reason why you're a catch, is like you know a lot about maybe esoteric vibes, but you're also very grounded, so you know how to like fix a car, or you could be extremely handy for some of you guys, especially like not handsy, but like handy. People want to get handsy with you. They want to touch you, okay? I feel like your skin, again, I'm bringing back your skin. It could be extremely soft, or maybe you have nice hands. You could have like something like extremely attractive about your face. You could have a cute face, nice lips, a nice nose. There's something about your face. Like your face card never declines, baby. But there's also this energy of you having a community or like a large group of people really support you. Okay, and yeah, you might have some haters because this Burning Man, it's like thinking like you're a witch burning at the stake. Okay, so some of y'all could be witches, and that could also be another reason why you're a catch, is like people know you're magical and they feel like, you know, if I date a witch, like, or a wizard, warlock, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter, but you could be extremely into the esoteric vibe, or also just into, you know, personal development and stuff like that as well. You could just be really intelligent, and that's why people feel like you're a catch. But I feel like you're a type of person who is very connected. You could be religious. You could do prayer or practice, you know, something like that. Your beliefs make you a catch, okay? You are creating the life of your dreams, and you give thanks to whatever your deemed higher power is, God, source, the divine, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're very forgiving, okay? But it's not to say that you'll forget. You know, you burn bridges, but in a graceful way. You could be very graceful. Another reason why you're a catch is the way you walk. There's something about the way that you walk, maybe the way your hips move. You could have really nice hips, and you could also just kind of walk like a thug, or just like walk like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like a video of a really big, handsome man like walking through a crowd, and everyone, it's like showstopper. Like you could be a showstopper, Pal 3, and like everyone's just looking at this guy, and like the video and stuff is so funny because they're just like in awe, like mouth dropping. Like when you walk into a room, people's mouths drop, and that's why you're a catch. Something about shades. Some of you guys wear shades, or you have glasses, and that's another reason why you're a catch. There's something about the way that it looks on your face. Like your face, there's something about your face. You have a cute face. You have a nice smile, maybe. You could have extremely nice teeth or juicy lips. It doesn't matter how big or small. There's something about your lips looking really nice, or people like your lips, or your lips could be extremely soft, and that's what makes you a catch. I was about to say a kiss, but an extremely good catch, but maybe you're a good kisser too, and that's what makes you a catch too. People love a good kisser, okay? You could have good breath. We also have this 3 of Cups celebration energy. Again, it's this like party vibe. You could be extremely like fun when you're around people that you trust, and you could be extremely nonchalant when you're, you know, just starting out. It's like you warm up. People, you have to warm up to people, okay? You're not extremely trusting at first, and that's how people know. They can tell by the way that you operate that you've been through some shit, okay? But yeah, you're a really good friend. You're the type of person that somebody could call at 3 a.m. if they were in a pickle, and you would get them out, okay? I heard bury a body. Just, that's dramatic, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey yo, I need your help. Like, bring a shovel, a rope, and a plastic bag. Alright, that got dark real fast. Anyway, I think you have a dark humor too, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like, I don't know, you're not like extremely like into cancel culture, and you're not extremely sensitive. I think that, you know, you don't get your feelings hurt easily. Like if people talk shit to you, you don't care, okay? Anything else? We have essence twice. There's something about your essence, your energy. Like we literally have divine essence and essence. Like I can't make this up. There's something like your energy changes the room, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like you're a transmuter, your energy is magical, and you are a magical being, super connected, okay? You make people want to just stop traffic. You stop traffic. Yeah, you literally stop traffic. Like, I don't know, people who like walk down the street or are driving down the street and they see you walking and stuff, they'll literally stare at you. You probably get a lot of people just staring, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like people just like look at you, and they can feel your energy through your looks, and you look good too. You're hot because we got this Burning Man. You get people fired up. People get aroused because of you, about 3. Because you're this bad boy, bad girl energy. It's giving porn star vibes too for some of you. Oh my god. Okay, let's get into your tarot. Okay, pile 3. So we have the High Priestess, Inner Voice. We have the Magician, Skill. We have the Eight of Pentacles, Perfection. Like, I can't make this up. We have the King of Wands, Passion. We have the Three of Cups again with Celebrations. We have the Ten of Cups, Completion. And then we have the King of Cups, Support, and Three of Wands, Communication. We also have the Seven of Cups under that. A lot of you guys have a lot of options, a lot of different avenues that you could take, a lot of different talents. You're a jack of all traits and a master of them all, okay? I feel like you master a trait and then you focus on another trait, get your 10,000 hours. It's not like you're over here scatterbrained and shit. You make your delusions real. You're a manifester. You make the ethereal manifest, okay? You bring your ideas to life, and that's why you're a catch. Is like something about you making your own business. You're a hard worker, okay? Again, I was getting this handyman, handy woman energy. It's like you're do-it-yourself. You may be into DIY, and that also could be another reason why you're a catch. You could be the type of person who can refurbish things, and you buy things and then you make it like brand new. You could be into painting. You may like flip houses. I don't know, there's this random like handy kind of vibe. Like I'm seeing somebody with an axe just chopping wood. What the hell? I don't know. I heard outdoorsy in my head too. You could be a very outdoorsy type of person. You have nice legs too. For a lot of you, you have nice legs, and that's also what makes you a catch. You could run too, or just like lift weights and stuff, and you just built your legs. Okay, I don't know. Someone got cheeks, and that's also another reason. It don't matter, male or female. Okay. I told you guys are psychic as hell. Like, we had the High Priestess, and the way it came out, it like flipped over there. It was like, like, you trust your intuition and you act on it really fast, okay? And your intuition definitely is something that brings you to discover new skills. You work on those skills, you master those skills. You made passion projects into a source of income for some of you guys. You could definitely be a business owner with this King of Wands. You're extremely supportive, and you also are independent and you support yourself, but you're still open to helping others. We have this Ten of Cups again. It's essence of your family and, you know, your roots, your home. You could definitely take care of your home and like you maybe garden and stuff like that, and that's also what makes you a catch. Maybe you like fresh fruits. You could, you know, if you don't garden and stuff, you're the type of person you'd rather have it organic, or you try to eat clean. Not all the time, but like, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys all the time. But there's emphasis on like you're down to go to the farmer's market and stuff. Why'd I hear Nora, what's her name? Damn, Nora Smith, I don't know. The girl from TikTok who's like she makes everything from scratch and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're in your Nora and your Nora era, okay? You could cook things from scratch. You could be extremely well versed at cooking. You could yeah, there's something that, like, people like someone who can cook, and that's what makes you a catch. If you can cook, you chef it up, baby, you a catch, okay? We down to get down. Comment down below. Let's date. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, no, but people really want to date you because there's something about, like, you work hard, you're a manifester who's very good, you're attractive with this King of Wands energy. A lot of people find you attractive. You have a lot of options. People feel because a lot of people want you, that they want you. You live an unconventional life, okay? You do what makes you happy, and I feel like you spend a lot of time not only working, but you play just as hard. It's like you work hard, but you party even harder. And when I say party, I don't mean actually like partying. Like, you could party sometimes, but like with this Three of Cups, I don't think it's more geared towards partying. Like, you ain't the type to go out to club. It's just like you would rather celebrate your wins. Like, if you had a good month at your business, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna plan a trip spontaneously, or we're gonna go do this, like some type of event. You're into doing things and creating things, or buying things, building it yourself. You could definitely build things. Like, you buy a whole, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is. It's giving movers. Like, if you're the friend that people would call to like help them move, you're strong, male or female, you're strong. You can lift shit. You can climb. You could be into rock climbing and stuff like that. You could be extremely adventurous, and that's what, you know, makes you a catch. But you're a good friend. You're very supportive. You help people when they're down. You definitely could be into travel. And you could be the type of person who likes animals, Animal Planet. You know, you could have a pet and stuff, or you just really care for animals, and babies and animals really like you. You're a pure soul, very pure energy, high vibrational energy, but also you're grounded as well. Okay, with this King of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles energy, people really do feel like you're perfection. You're just this pop of color in people's lives. Like, we have all this purple and like these darker colors, and then boom, that's you. Like, you stand out from the crowd, and that's what makes you a catch, is that you stand out. You're always gonna shine no matter what. You're also intimidating, and that's what makes you a catch, is like people gotta climb a wall to get to you. You could be extremely popular or worldwide known. You could have some type of service, or you could be an influencer, or you could have some type of business that's online. You could be into investing. You could just be really good with money as well, or having a really high paying job, and that's what makes you a catch. No matter what, I feel like you master everything in your life. It's like you have some type of cheat code, and that's why people feel like you're a catch. Is like, you know how to live a good life, and you are living a good life, and it's only up from here. I feel like you have big goals and dreams, and you know that you want to succeed. You're not out here aimlessly lost. You're not a lost soul. You know what it is that you want. You know the type of life that you want to live, and you're going to continue to strive, and you're grateful for what you already have. And that's the thing, is like, you are the type of person who practice gratitude. You always say thank you. You're very kind and respectful to people. You know, you're not mean. You're very nice. Anything else? That's where we're gonna call it for you, pile number 3. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Nah, we need another one. Hold up. Bye. What's going on? Pile number 4, last but never least, of course. It's your girl Drea, and this is Theowlsintuition. If you are new here, hit that subscribe and the bell so you get notified when I post some new stuff. And if it resonates, you know, give me a little thumbs up. Let me know how or why in the comments. Your comments have been hitting lately, guys. I'm just saying. So, if you would like to book a reading, my email is in the description box. I will never message you for a reading, so please beware of these scammers out here, okay? Keep in mind, thousands of people are watching, so not every message may resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get your current energy to see if this is your pile. If this doesn't resonate, you can watch another pile, watch another reading. You know, just do whatever makes you happy. Just live your life for you, okay? Living my life like it's golden. Okay. I didn't even set the intention. What is pile number 4's current energy? Please. I hope those come out again. Ooh. Pile 4's current energy, please. Pile 4's current energy. Oh, wow. Wow. A lot of you guys had a reality check. You went through a reality check. Or you just gave yourself a reality check. You was like, rah, rah, rah. What the fuck was that? There's something about your throat chakra. Maybe you need to do some Reiki on your throat chakra. I don't know. My throat chakra was fine until I got to you, and now you know what I'm saying? Maybe you feel you need to speak your truth. Maybe you're taking a step back from somebody, and you know, you need to speak your truth to this person, so that's why you're taking a step back, because there's something that you need to say to this person. That's just a random message, but I do feel like you have taken a step back and you really took a look at your life and you decided, okay, what do I really want? And now you're asking for it, you're transforming, and you're taking action towards it, and you're manifesting. It's giving like magician energy. It's like 222. You don't have to worry. Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you have asked for, it is coming. Yes, sometimes it takes a little longer to come, okay? Excuse me. But it will. Okay, we have joy and contentment as well. I do feel like you are focusing on being happy now, which is really what draws in manifestations. Because if you're in the vibration as if it has already happened, if you act as if it shall come, ask and you shall receive, open up the door and it is given, transforming the way that you look at yourself, changing your limiting beliefs and burning those away, and allowing yourself to realize that you are actually worthy of living the life of your dreams. If somebody else can do it, why not you? You know what I'm saying? What makes you less than anybody? Technically, we're all human beings, well, spiritual beings having a human experience. We've been here multiple times as well, but that's just my beliefs. It doesn't have to be yours. You know what I'm saying? You guys also give off peacock energy as well, so I do feel like you guys get a lot of attention. You're very grounded, and, you make a lot of people happy, but you haven't really had that energy reciprocated, so I do feel like that's going to be transforming, and you're going to be stepping into your shining power, giving to yourself. You've kind of overgiven, and now it's like you're going to bring that back, bringing your energy back, and your prayers are going to be answered because you're funneling that energy into yourself, into your healing, into your happiness, into your joy, into your abundance, and just grounding yourself and being open to receive too. A lot of you guys, you felt like you had to work hard to get things, or it's never going to happen, or that would never happen for me or to me. But now it's like your belief systems are changing, so you're asking for bigger things. It's like maybe you was like, oh, I could get this car, and now you're like, nah, I'm gonna go for this car right here. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like life is gonna get a lot better than what you expected. I feel like you asked for something, and it's like you're not going to get exactly what you asked for. It's going to be something better, and you're going to be kind of shocked and surprised. Like, at first you're going to be like, okay, but this is not what I asked for. And then you're going to be like, oh, but this is actually better than what I asked for. It's going to be better than expected. I just keep hearing, like, it's going to be better than I expected. You're going to be joyful, content, and you're going to feel more peaceful and just aligned. You're going to feel like, I will survive. Like, you're just gonna feel like your whole life has transformed, and you are finally blooming and living the life that you feel you actually deserve after like a tough cycle, after taking a step back and really questioning, like, why is this happening to me? Is this happening to me or for me? Am I the one manifesting this? And then you had to take, maybe you were thinking in a victim mentality or something like that, and then you just started transforming, switching it up, no longer crying over spilled milk. You're focusing and looking forward towards what is to come, and that's why you're changing your life for the better. So if that resonates at all, let's get into your oracles. All right, so we have thank you next. Moving on, cloud meditation, look up. We have closing circle, pure intent, sacred doors, timing, experience, cosmic rainbow, look for the pot of gold, and we have accept joy. Some of you guys have an accent because I just heard the luck of the Irish. I don't know why. Yeah, I think you guys definitely have an abundant energy because we have 8 energy and 6 energy. Again, you're very loving, kind, caring, and compassionate. I feel like when it rains with love, it pours, okay? And you don't let like negative energies or negative circumstances or situations hold you down for long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how to handle tough situations, and you always bounce back. Like, yeah, you might go through it. You might have to yell, kick, scream into your pillow and cry, but then you come out 10 times stronger. You'll always come back to the end of the rainbow. You'll always come back to that pot of gold because you are the pot of gold. But when I heard the thank you next part, it made me think of the song by Ariana Grande, and then it made me think of Pete Davidson, like how he dated a lot of beautiful women, and that's the message is like, your roster, the people you've dated in the past, I feel like they could have been attractive or catch or maybe abundant in some way, shape, or form. Your relationships were envied, and because of that, that's why people feel like you're a catch. Is like your roster doesn't lie. You know what I'm saying? They're like, there's something good about this person if they keep bagging all these people or messing with all these people that are like amazing and beautiful. Okay, a lot of people do want you too, and that's another thing. We have bikes over here, so you could either be into biking or mountain biking, snowboarding, whitewater rafting. You could be an adrenaline junkie for some of you guys. You could also be into fitness as well, but in unconventional fitness, okay, you could do, not unconventional, but like some things that are not like just like going to the gym and lifting, okay? You could do calisthenics, you could, do yoga, you could do qigong, you could do tai chi, you could do some form of martial arts, you know what I'm saying? You could do rock climbing, you could do anything like that, cycling and going hiking and stuff like that. Maybe you're very adventurous as well and into going outdoors, but also there's this emphasis on you're very peaceful. Okay, you prioritize peace, you prioritize your mental health. You could be an advocate for mental health. You could be into meditation. I mean, this person's in a meditation pose, and then we also have cloud meditation. You know, you could have this dreamy, ethereal vibe to you as well, because with the cloud energy, it's giving Janaeko. So, you know, you could have, like, you could, I'm not saying that you look like her, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at her lips, look at her face. Like, she has natural highlights, like, even if she's wearing, I feel like y'all don't need makeup, you know, or you just look naturally attractive. You have a natural face, like, that just is attractive as well. You could have nice arms, and maybe you have a belly piercing or something about your piercings. That also could make you a catch, or your tattoos. You could have really nice tattoos, a lot of body art, okay, body modification. Or you have really, like, your hair could be a different color. You could have, you know, red hair, or it doesn't matter, but there's something about your hair that stands out. You could have extremely nice hair, okay? Curls, straight, short hair, or you have a nice haircut or something like that, or you have a unique hairstyle. You could even get, like, wigs, or you know what I'm saying? You could have dreads, you could have short hair. It doesn't matter. You could have your hair dyed, and, it's curly, wavy. There's something just really nice. You could have extremely big hair, natural hair. You could just be natural all around, and natural beauty, natural body, natural beauty, booty, okay? You're a rider, okay? You ride for a lot of people, and you are the type of person who you make other people happy. People like to talk to you. You have fun conversations. You're engaging. You could talk with your hands, and you could just be really expressive, and you could get excited about whatever it is that you're passionate about. It's giving welcome to my TED Talk. Like, you guys could literally have a podcast, and people would listen to you all day. Your voice is like music to people's ears. People love to hear you. You make people happy. When people are down in the dumps, like, talking to you just uplifts them. You could be extremely high vibrational as well. You're an experience, okay? To be in your energy is an experience, and that's what makes you a catch. It's like sacred. It's pure. You're always very intentional with everything that you do, and you're also really intentional with the way that you live. You could live a really pure, holistic, spiritual life, and I feel like, you know, you're going down your own path, and you're very much connected, loving, caring, and compassionate. You could be extremely connected to nature. You could have a lot of plants, okay? Something about your home. Maybe you have a lot of plants, or a lot of paintings, a lot of color. You know, you could be extremely colorful in regards to the outfits that you wear. You could wear a lot of bright colors, okay? You could do bright makeup, wear bright hats. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is, but you're just like a bright light. You bring light to people's lives, and that's what makes you a catch, is like, you make everyone happy. You make everybody happy. Anyone and everyone who experiences you, unless they're triggered by you, but either way, you still make them happy, because you show everybody nothing but love. You're compassionate to those who, you know, get triggered or project. I feel like you're patient, you know what I'm saying? If someone's yelling or upset and stuff, you give them grace because you understand, because you've been there. But it's also like, I'm not saying that you take disrespect, but it's like you can clear and transmute that energy, because they're drawing me to, like, this lady who came when I used to work at the dispensary. She came up buck wilding, okay? She was bugging, and I was literally just standing there like, all right, this lady's just having a bad day. It is what it is. I got her shit. Everyone was watching me, and they was like, okay, all right, how's she gonna handle this? And then I was like, here you go, da-da-da-da. And then she gave me a nice tip, a nice big tip, and I was very surprised, because I was like, oh, shit. And she was like, sorry for giving you shit. She knew she was being a jackass, and she apologized. And I think that, you know, me not responding in anger, or, you know, being a dick back to her, maybe she just needed somebody to be, like, kind to her or something, or to show her, like, not everybody's a dick, and you don't have to be a dick too, okay? I don't know. You're not an asshole, okay? And that's what makes you a catch, is like, You are the furthest thing. Like, you are like so childlike. You're fun, you're silly. You bring a lighter aspect to life, and you show people that life doesn't have to be hard. Life isn't just this tough energy. Yeah, I know life gets tough sometimes, but not everything is bad. Life's not all that bad. And that's what you help people to realize. You help people to move on from the past pain and go towards that pot of gold. So let's get into your tarot. Okay, pile number 4. I heard teddy bear. So some of you guys, you're extremely soft. You give amazing hugs. There's something like, you could be squishy and you don't have to be like super big. You could be skinny. There's something about you just being like squishy, cuddly. Like, you're just cute, but also it's like you give off like polar bear vibes as well. Like, you could be extremely vicious too, because you'll clap back, because you're fiery, but you're compassionate, but you don't take no shit. You're not afraid of competition. You could have a competitive streak, and that's also what makes you a catch, is like you challenge people. You know what I'm saying? In a fun way. I do feel like it's not like that serious. You can also see through people's manipulations, and I feel like you call out the manipulators, you call out the shady people, and that is also what makes you a catch. Is like you're very big on discernment, and you are extremely intuitive as well. I feel like you go out of your way to help people when they're down in the dumps. You help people to overcome hardships. I think you've been there for a lot of people. You helped a lot of people going through hard times, and you helped people to get out of a hole. People also feel like you're a worthy investment. You invest equally into connections and relationships. Okay, you're a team player. You're supportive. If somebody has a business, you'll support them. If somebody is needs something, you'll support them. Again, you're the type of person that people can turn to, and you'll never let them down. You don't let people down. You never let people give up, and you help people. You're a shoulder to cry on, but you'll also fight for people too. I think you're very defensive and very protective. Again, back to that pear. Okay, you can have a pear shape, but that bear energy. Okay, you're very attractive as well. You're also charismatic, confident. You could be good with money or business. I do feel like you're an amazing business partner. Abundance just comes to you. You could smell really good. Like, you could have good cologne or perfume, lotion, aftershave. I think you're very classy too, and elegant. There's some type of elegance to you. You hold yourself with this regal energy as well. And, you built a solid foundation. You have a solid foundation in your life, whether it's finances, family, friends, a business. You may have built up a business. You could be self-made, and that's also what makes you a catch. Is like you came from humble beginnings, but you're very abundant. I do feel like it's like you have the world in the palm of your hand. Some of you guys have nice footwear, nice feet. Okay, there's something about that. You could have really I think you can just see through people. And I do feel like you help others to fix their crown. You're the type of person who builds people up. Again, no jealousy, no envy, no animosity. You have compassion for those people who do act like that, but you can't get your confidence knocked down. I do feel like sometimes you deal with haters, and you can handle them so well because it's like, you can see through projections, and you're unfazed as well, unbothered, and people just can't mess with you. Okay? You're the type of person who you treat everyone equally. It doesn't matter if they're the janitor, it doesn't matter if they're a homeless person. I think that you can talk to anybody. Doesn't mean that you want to just surround yourself around like nasty people, but I'm saying like you'll talk to anybody. You'll have a conversation because you don't know what this person has been through. This homeless person could have had a serious thing happen to them, and that's why they're homeless. It's like you're non-judgmental, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like you don't judge people for where they are, and it's about their soul. Like, I feel like you can just see people's souls. You can see into people's souls, and you make people feel seen. You make people feel appreciated. You're very much the type of person who help somebody to know that they're important. Help somebody, like, I feel like you can save somebody's life. I feel like you probably have already saved people's lives, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like, you're the person who does the random acts of kindness, okay? You are the type of person who can see two-faced people, and you'll call out somebody. You'll be like, yo, that person, they're not for you. You know what I'm saying? And at first that might make people mad, but then after they're like, yeah, you was right. You was right about that person. You know what I'm saying? And you are, again, a hard worker. You're intelligent. You could be a problem solver, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like, it's very easy for you to solve problems and solve situations. You uplift others. You help people to conquer their fears as well. And I feel like you're like this light bulb. You could be like an idea machine. Like, if something breaks down, you're like, hold on, let me see that, and then you MacGyver some crazy stuff and make it work out of nowhere with some duct tape and string. Like, you could be extremely handy when it comes to that. Again, but you're not scared to... You ain't scared to fight. You ain't scared to speak your truth. Yeah, you're very classy, but if somebody came stepping up to your friend and was trying to jump your friend, you're like, hold up, back up, let's go, I'll fight right now. I'll fight for them. Let's go, I'll fight all three of you. Wow. Interesting. Anything else? People are drawn to you like a moth in the flame. You know how to handle tough situations as well. If people start going buck wild, like I was talking about earlier, you could be extremely luxurious. You could like the finer things. You could be somebody who's actually really good at saving too. Like, it's like you get nice things, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. You could be really good at getting deals. You may thrift and stuff like that as well, and make things like new. I think I was saying that. I don't know if that was in this group, but yeah. It's like, you don't wear the clothes. You don't like the clothes don't wear you. You wear the clothes. Like, you're the person who makes the clothes look designer. It could be something that you thrifted and it looks designer because the way that you piece everything together, you know how to put outfits together. You can look good because I'm here, sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. Again, it's this natural beauty, this natural essence, and you just have a natural flow to you. You could look really good in dresses or suits as well. Formal attire, you could look really nice in that. People find that very attractive, and that's what makes you a catch. Is like, you know, you clean up really nice, pal 4. Yeah, I do feel like when you know when to fight for something, like, or someone, like, if there's something that you really want, you're not afraid to fight for it. You're not afraid to hold on to the things that you love, but you won't hold on to the things that are not for you. You could be extremely psychic as well, but I do feel like you guys continue to blossom, you continue to get better, and you continue to grow, and you're not afraid to be a big energy, but you don't have to be a big energy. You could just be the type of person who moves in silence, but you know, you are very observant and you can see what's going on before everyone else does. You're always 10 steps ahead of the game. Nobody can play you. Anyone who tries to play you, they play themselves. Okay, that's where we're gonna call it pile number 4. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.